Hi, everybody. We will get started here in just a second. Have 107 viewers, so we'll wait just a second. I can hear Miss Bash in the office saying, "How come mine's not going?"
I can hear a lot of them too. Jeez. Loudies.
I know. We're down to 99, so we'll give it 1 second. Okay, we're going to give it just a few more seconds, get some more people in.
Let me see if we're getting emails about where is the link. Let me check my email.
Okay.
See if teachers are panicking.
I emailed it to him. I put it in the advisory lesson. I sent it to Remind, and I sent it to email to kids.
Okay.
I think we're good.
We should be covered.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Good morning. It feels like it's afternoon already. We are going to give you some information on graduation. We were hoping to have even more for you, but some of it's just not available from the district yet. So we're going to give you what we know now. And then we're going to have a parent meeting on Wednesday where we'll hope to know more, and we will share all of that information with you via email and Remind. So I am going to let Ms. Metzger start today. Maybe.
All right.
Just a second.
Okay,
there you go.
All right. Hopefully everyone can see and hear me. We're trying a new thing. We're trying a new stream, and it's kind of cool. So, okay. So here are some dates. Like Mrs. Chandler said, I actually have my meeting with all the other activities directors with APS tomorrow. So it was a day too late to give you guys anything, but so I will have official information tomorrow. Like she said, we're going to meet with parents and you guys too, if you want, on Wednesday night. And we have more information about that later on. But here are some events coming up for you guys. This is what we know so far. Okay, so here are some dates you see on your screen. Your finals, senior finals, May 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those are your finals. That'll be handled by your teachers in class, however they're going to do their finals. Friday, May 7th. This is going to be a big day for you guys. Okay, I've had lots of questions about when are we getting our cap and gowns. This is the day you're getting your cap and gowns. We're going to do distribution. Last names A through L from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock that morning. Last names M through Z, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock that morning. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to have a graduation rehearsal out on the football field. Okay, so also happening during that time, Friday, May 7th, there'll be a last minute Chromebook turn in. If you still have a Chromebook at that time, you'll bring it and turn it in that day. And RadGrad is going to do a prize extravaganza event during that time. So they have lots of prizes that have been donated. Unfortunately, they have tried to get some sort of venue or something that you guys could go to. But as of right now, it still has not worked itself out yet for a large group venue for you guys. So what they want to do is on Friday as you guys are getting your cap and gown before graduation, they want to have a prize-a-palooza. So they'll have their wheel you guys can spin, and they'll be giving out the prizes, and they have some good ones. So we'll be doing that in conjunction that morning. We will be in the tennis court lots doing all of that. So we'll have the tennis court lots blocked off for parking that day, and it'll just be for you guys, and we'll have all of this set up. Then we'll have our rehearsal from 11 to noon. We'll kind of walk through the ceremony and what is going to happen. It's cool that we have a football field because it's actually going to be on a football field. So we'll be able to mark it like that. And then we are going to do the Bear Crawl Family Parade again that night. Tentatively, we have 5:30 to 7 that night. This is when you guys got to wear your cap and gowns and drive through and decorate your cars, and your family can all be involved, pictures, etc., etc. So we'll have more information about that parade. But we sent out a survey for you guys, and we got a resounding yes. We still want to do it. So we'll do the Bear Crawl Family Parade that night. And then Monday, May 10th, will be more of a slow day for you guys, but we will be having the virtual honors assembly that evening. So again, it'll be virtual like last year. Mrs. Chandler is going to talk to you about what you need to send in for that, but that will be at 6 o'clock that night. And then graduation will be May 11th, 6:30 at Nucinda Community Stadium. If Nucinda Community Stadium is news to you, yes, it was changed. It was changed and announced a couple of weeks ago. APS changed it to this facility, this outdoor facility, and each graduate will be getting 2 tickets for 2 family members, which I know for some of you that is not great news, but that's what we got. So May 11th. And then one other thing that we didn't have on here coming up pretty soon is the drive-in movie at Balloon Fiesta Park. They are doing senior nights. They have kind of blocked off Wednesdays and Thursdays for the different high schools for their seniors. So our movie night is Thursday, April 29th at 7:30. And we'll start shooting that link out for you guys to buy your tickets then. It's looking like the movie is going to be Mortal Kombat. That's a new movie that's going to be coming out that they're going to be running. So we'll see. I don't know if we can change that or not, but go ahead and start getting your tickets for regardless of what movie's showing. It's going to be super fun. Some other schools have already done it. It's $5 a car load. You can load up, I guess, however many seniors fit in your car. Sorry, not $5 a carload. Scratch that. $25 a carload. Sorry. So it's like $5 per person-ish if you do 5 people. And then you guys can bring blankets. Some of the other schools, they talked about how the kids brought blankets and sat outside. They had chairs in the back of pickups trucks. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun time for you guys to get together. Okay, next slide. All right, here is what we know so far about graduation that I can tell you. May 11th, 6:30 at Nucinda. Most likely you guys are going to arrive at 4:30. Okay, this is, I will find out specifically tomorrow, but the way we usually do it is you guys arrive 2 hours early. We practice for an hour and then we hide you for an hour when the doors open. So the doors will probably open to the public at 5:30. But I will let you know for sure on that. So plan on 4:30 being there. What you guys are going to wear, you're going to wear business professional underneath. Girls, however, we recommend probably no heels this year. You are going to be walking on turf. And heels probably won't be the best on that turf. And they might altogether tell me heels are not allowed at all. So we'll wait and see what they say, but we are going to recommend no heels. No tennis shoes for the guys, or girls. You need to have nice dress shoes on, because think about it. All people are going to see of you is the bottom of you. Like, they're going to see your ankles and your feet. So, you need to have something nice on your ankles and your feet. Okay. You cannot decorate your cap for the ceremony. I mean, after graduation is over, you can do whatever you want with your cap and you can take pictures of it or whatever, but you may not decorate it until after the ceremony is over. And also, we're going to maybe suggest that you wear sunscreen since we're going to be outside. What to bring, you're going to carry your cap and gown in with you. You're not going to have it on. We do a check when you guys get there. We check for dress code. We check for things you shouldn't have with you, etc., etc. So you'll carry your cap and gown over your arm. We'll do your check, and then you'll come in, and then you can put your cap and gown on. Don't bring anything else. You guys don't need anything else. Keys and cell phones, you will have to either put in a pocket. Girls, if you don't have pockets in your dresses, you're going to have to get creative as to where you put your cell phones and your keys, okay? Because they cannot be out during the ceremony. They have to be away during the ceremony, and you cannot put them under your chairs. You can't do any of that. So really, it's going to be really minimal what you bring with you. Okay, the cap and gown distribution, we kind of talked about it, May 7th. Last names A through L will be 9 o'clock through 10 o'clock a.m. Last names M through Z, 10 to 11 a.m. And we're going to set up all of this in the tennis court lot and the Rad Gradapalooza. And then at 11, we will just head over to the football field. We are starting at 11, okay? So don't mosey up at 11. Like, just moseying on up. What's going on? Like, we want to be starting. It's going to be pretty hard. We're going to have to get you situated as to where your seat is going to be. That is going to take a while. So please be there. The earlier you can be there, the better. I mean, TBH, at 10:30 probably will be there and start people that are just milling about at 10:30. I'll start getting you guys situated into where your seats are, because you do have a specific seat row section that you're going to be sitting in. Okay. So, I mean, I think I'll probably be down there at 10:30 and start if people are there and we can start seating them then. But at 11 o'clock, we want to be starting. Okay. We only have an hour, and there's lots of stuff that we have to talk about during that hour. You can watch for an email. We'll send it when we figure out who is going to sit where. We'll send you an email about what section and seat you're going to be in. Okay.
Yes, and I will be doing that. If you are
What else? Oh, Mrs. Chandler, I can't hear you.
Okay. I should be on there. So if you're taking the AP Physics exam that afternoon, I will work with you guys so you don't have to be there right away. You don't have to stay at the practice. We'll do the practice later, but you'll go to the AP exam is what I'm trying to say. So just keep an eye out, and I will send you your seat location. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is our honor ceremony. Our honor ceremony is something that is fairly unique, but it's to help us honor all of you. At graduation, we get an hour, and we have to go through every one of your names and speeches and different things like that in an hour, in and out in an hour. So the honor ceremony is something that we do to honor all of our graduates. So it's the night before. It is going to be done via a YouTube premiere. It's going to start at 6 p.m. and the link will be sent out closer to the event. We recognize all graduates at the honor ceremony, so we call your name. If you are going off to college, we'll announce what college you're going to and what scholarships you're accepting. If you're going into a career, we announce that. Going into the military, we announce that. So we announce any of your future plans. We also announce department awards, La Cueva scholarship winners. We'll announce the top 10 in the class and a lot more. So save that night, because it's nice to have all of us online watching it at the same time, and the excitement that it has with it. We wish we could do it in person, but we can't have that many people at the same time. So I thought I had just changed this, but the bear crawl is going to be May 7th, and we tentatively have it from 5:30 to 7:30 or something like that. Sorry. But the bear crawl parade is going to be where you decorate your car. The staging area will be off campus. We will kind of come around through the neighborhoods and we just celebrate you. You might get out of your car. Mrs. Lee might give you something. We've got lots of things that we have to plan still, but it is a time when more of your family can participate. So Ms. Metzger mentioned we are only getting 2 tickets to graduation, which the tickets, the district has not told us how the distribution is going to happen yet. So we are still working on that, and we will communicate that with you. But people can be in the car with you. We can be out on the street. It can be a really big event and quite frankly, a lot more fun than graduation, in my opinion. Then I need to talk to you guys about how we are getting all of this information. So how do we get the information for the honor ceremony? How am I getting all my required documents? You should all be in the class of 2021 required documents Google Classroom. I think I went through the list and almost everybody was in there, but if not, you need to get that code and you need to join that classroom right away. If you can, open a separate window and go there now. So have your video up and then go to Google Classroom because I'm going to go through all of the things that you need to do. So this is a list of everything I need you to do. So the final next step plan, I actually asked for that to be due on March 31st. I think I'm still waiting for 150 of you to submit that. That is a state requirement. And then actually I have a slide for each one of these. So we're gonna go through these. So the first one is the final next step plan. This is what it looks like in Google Classroom. It is a Google Sheet. It's required by the state. So I need you to go in and fill out that information. If you don't know what to fill out, there is a lesson that's also posted in Google Classroom for you to understand what to put there. Grad Images registration is another assignment that is in there. So at graduation, they take pictures like this one where you're holding your diploma cover, and then they take a picture like this one where you're shaking hands with the principal. Those images are done by Grad Images, and they are sent to you via email as a proof so you or your family can order them. They need your contact information. So your contact information is submitted online. We were going to pass out forms and do all of that, but we're not going to do it. So go to Grad Images, click on the link, and then click it as mark as done once you get it done. And by the way, a few of you have figured out that you can chat live on YouTube with us. We were going to take questions at the end, but I need you to be seniors. Okay, you're almost graduates, so I need you to use it appropriately and ask questions, okay? So then the virtual honor ceremony, that's what's going to be the YouTube premiere. You will each get a slide, like our little I'm a Bear slide, and it's going to have your picture on it, your name, what your plans are for next year, if it includes college, what scholarships you're accepting. That is due on April 23rd. You have to fill out the mandatory senior exit survey. Sorry, the picture that is on there, we need you to submit by April 23rd. There's a link in Google Classroom for that. The mandatory senior exit survey is going to ask about your future plans. It's going to ask a lot of information, and the district requires me to get 100% completion on that. So as soon as you know what your plans are for next year, I need you to go into Google Classroom and you need to click on the link like this and submit that, okay? The senior exit survey, that's what we just talked about. The sooner that you can get it done, the better, because we do have one of our counselors that's helping us build out all 425 slides. So please, please, please fill out that Google senior exit survey as fast as you can. Final transcript. So your final transcript is the transcript that shows everything you've ever done at La Cueva. It's not ready yet because grades for this semester will not be posted until the end of May. Okay, so what happens is you need to order your final transcript through Parchment, and you need to click on their hold for grades. That will tell Miss Aid this is your final transcript request. She'll hold it, and then on June 15th, she sends all of those to your colleges. Your colleges need a final transcript showing that you actually graduated and knowing all of your grades and everything. They need that prior to you starting. So if you know where you're going to next year, go into Parchment. All of the links are in Google Classroom and click on Hold for Grades. Send it to your college and click Hold for Grades. If you are not going off to college next year, we want you to go ahead and do this process, but send it to yourself, okay? We need that done by May 2nd. You need to make sure that you do not have any outstanding fines or fees. To do this, you go into your student view and click on the fees link, and then you'll see if you have any fees that are due. If there are fees that are due that you do not believe you owe, you need to talk to the person or the organization that put that in there. If it's a ROTC fee or a DECA fee, talk to those teachers. If it is a book, you can talk to Miss Weeks down in the book room and see what's going on with that book. But once you click on pay fees at the top there, it takes you to school pay and you can pay for those. This again is your list of activities, and that is all I had to go over for today. We can take your questions via the chat or via the YouTube comments. So if you have questions, you can type them in there. Did we miss anything, Ms. Metzger? Somebody had asked about a live stream.
We got it all. Like I said, I will have more specific information after tomorrow.
Okay. And somebody had asked about the live stream of graduation, and we don't know yet. We are hoping that that is part of the district's plan, but we will let you know. So go ahead and use the comments on YouTube to ask us questions. Is the honor ceremony picture assignment in Google Classroom? Yes, it should be. Let me look real fast and make sure I posted it.
Someone asked about while she's looking, I'll answer this one. Someone asked about the final schedule for each day of finals. Actually, maybe I won't answer that. Do we know what the senior final schedule is?
I think it's just on the block schedule for that day. So it's a C day and then a block schedule. So the bell schedule is not changing. So it's up to your teacher whether they're offering it on the Monday or the Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's just a normal bell schedule. And Luke, you are correct. The assignment is not there, and I'm going to assign it in just a second. What if my fees are way back from 2019 and I already paid them? You can work with our bookkeeper, Miss Larson.
Someone asked about fees from 2019.
Yes, I was answering that. I don't know why we're delayed, Lacey. So talk to Miss Larson if you have fines that you think have already paid. Her name's Rhonda Larson, and I will put that in the Google Classroom assignment, her contact information. So the Google Classroom assignments do have a set due date. If you look at the actual assignment, it will tell you when it's due. Elena, I don't take the college off of your Next Step plan. I take your college off of your honors ceremony or your senior exit survey. So you don't have to worry about changing your Next Step plan. Just make sure you put the right one on your senior exit survey. If you didn't order a cap and gown asking for a homie, there are, if you go to the class of 2021 website, there are instructions for ordering your cap and gown. The other thing I forgot to mention is that on the class of 2021 website, I'll pull it up here in a second, there's a link and you can open a Google Sheet and see if you have done everything, because we are updating that twice a week. So if you have not filled in your next step plan, it will not have an X. If we have your next step plan, it's there. If you've ordered your cap and gown, there's an X there. If you're borrowing a cap and gown, it's totally fine. But if you have not ordered one and you need one, contact Campus Specialties. If you just Google Campus Specialties, you can find that information.
So it looks like Proco, yes. So it is this weekend. It was supposed to be terrible weather last weekend, and of course that didn't happen. They fooled us. So yes, we're going to do our Walk the Red Carpet event this Saturday from 5 to 7. Watch for that link. I sent it out for you guys to sign up for a time to come and take a fancy picture for you guys. So yes, that's coming this Saturday. And I'll go ahead and answer this other one next about only seniors going to movie night at Balloon Fiesta. I mean, yes, I would prefer that it's only seniors. I would like the seniors to be first shot at the tickets. Now, if you have a friend that's a junior and you want to put them in the car with you, I mean, that's fine too. But as far as the people purchasing tickets, it needs to be a La Cueva senior that's purchasing the ticket.
Hey Bears, I wanted to address senior finals and grade posting. So senior finals will be just in our regular block schedule, like Ms. Chandler said, I think. But we are under a tight deadline because we have to have grades posted and finalized prior to the honor ceremony. So you will know your transcript grades very soon after final exams.
So we did move the parent meeting to Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, and it'll be similar to this, but I'll send the link out to parents and students. You can attend that as well. We should have more information from Ms. Metzger's meeting tomorrow. Grades posting.
Ms. Metzger, any idea whether they'll need to show an ID? I'm assuming not. If they have a cap and gown, that should get them in the door at Community Stadium. I mean, I know we have IDs made for these seniors, so you might want to verify that within your meeting tomorrow.
I mean, we do have, I still have a stack of senior IDs for seniors that have not picked up yet. So if you are here and you want your ID, come and get it. As far as having to show an ID for graduation, no. I mean, we're assuming that if you show up with a cap and gown, you're a senior. If there's some question, then we'll deal with it then. But you should not need an ID. But come, these people, come get it.
And Taylor, since your Miss Aid tries to get the transcripts out by June 15th, and she usually sends them out before then. So if your school is asking them for June 15th, it should be fine. But we just give that date as a ballpark date. Colleges are also very aware that it takes a little bit longer for some districts. So if it becomes a problem, just email me. I will post the video of this, so it is going to stay on YouTube. So the link that you use to get to it, you should be able to see that. McKenna, I will get the Google Classroom code for you. They want to know if they can still be hypnotized as part of RadGrad.
I'm going to jump in here. I know we're on a delay, so I might talk over you. Sorry. if I do. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping over people. Since you talked about the hypnotize, they tried really hard. Radgrad did. They really wanted the hypnotist. They really wanted Hinkle. They tried really hard. So I don't know. Maybe we can still arrange for Luke to be hypnotized. I did want to talk about a couple other things. Speaking of the senior IDs, I also still have senior t-shirts and senior yard signs for people that we did that second order. If we ran out during our picture day that day, I still have them. They're in the counseling office. So if you did a second order of a senior shirt or a senior yard sign, come and pick them up in the counseling office.
So this is the list of who's done what, and it's all on here. Okay, so if you go to the Class of 2021 website, it's right here, so you can see if you have your stuff done. We'll keep answering questions, but I know that students need to get to, so there's questions about when will cords and letters be delivered to clubs. She's not hearing me. Sorry.
Ms. Metzger, can you answer the question about when will letters and cords be delivered? Apparently not.
No. We'll find that out for you guys and get that to you. Yearbooks are usually also delivered. They try to do a distribution around the time we do cap and gowns. So we will get with Mr. Bryant and figure out a good distribution date for that as well.
Yearbooks will not be even produced until this summer. So
oh, never mind. Okay.
Once we have a date for that, it'll be interesting to see what our yearbooks look like for this year. We've tried really hard. I say we, but I've seen one yearbook photographer at every event I've gone to trying to get pictures. So that'll happen sometime this summer. It won't be at the end of the year.
Okay.
I feel like Senior Ditch Day has been every day this year. I mean, at least the potential for Senior Ditch Day. So you need to take that up with your peers. That is not officially sanctioned right here.
I'm frozen.
Okay.
I'm frozen, so I'll just have to tell you what to say.
We can see you and you're on. Come here. So,
I'm frozen.
Miss,
Just tell them I'm frozen.
we can see you and you're fine.
But
You're
they
just
can't-
muted.
We'll talk and tell them I'm frozen.
Okay. Miss Metzger is frozen.
I
Her
was
sound is
trying
not
to
working.
answer the question about the chords
Okay.
and letters.
Go ahead. What
I just, I'll try to find an update on that and let them know
Okay.
when those will be delivered.
cords and letters, she'll find an update and let us know when those will be delivered. Keep talking to your advisors for that. Will there be valedictorian speech and is there a time requirement? So yes, there will be a valedictorian speech. Yes, there will be a time requirement. And as we get closer to that, we'll let you know.
We'll talk to the specific
Yeah.
people involved.
Yeah, they'll talk to the specific people involved. So probably on May 7th. So
Well, and it always depends on how many we have, right?
yeah, I heard one school had 9 that tied. So let's not do that ever. We'll have to rock, paper, scissors for who gets to say the speech. Okay, well, the bell did ring and we're gonna kind of sign off. You can always email us if you have questions. So bye, Bears.